The owner of this channel, RPM Trey Vietnam, sent me a message in my comment section or my last video and said, Brian, I've been doing AR-15 open carry demo since 2018. I have a good ID refusal on my channel of me telling 2 cops no and walking away. And I thought I had done this video. If I did, maybe I just put it up on DLive and never put it up on YouTube. But it's worth noting how important this video is. This is 2 black guys walking around with bulletproof vests on and strapped with AR-15s in Dubuque, Iowa. And I don't know about you, but if I saw this, my heart would beat out of my chest with excitement and I would have to do a U-turn in the middle of the street and go meet these guys. I don't care who it is. If I saw this going on in my town, I would frickin' applaud it and be excited about it. Why? Because that is a symbol of freedom. And I don't even think that these guys, I don't know either one of them, but I don't even think these guys aren't just doing this for show. This is an example of people who are non-law enforcement who are prepared in the event anything goes down. Guard with jealous attention, Patrick Henry said, the public liberty. Guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect anyone who comes near that precious jewel. Nothing will preserve it but downright force. And when you give up that force, you are utterly ruined. So I want to highlight something as these guys walk down the streets of Dubuque, Iowa with AR-15s. And the reason the cops stop is because they're getting calls from non-law enforcement people that they're concerned that 2 black guys are walking down the street with AR-15s. Let me tell you something about the gun lobby, the anti-gun lobby. The people who are trying to foist all this nonsensical, gun violence idea, which doesn't even exist on everybody. Gun violence, remember, is a euphemism. There are no guns that do violence. They're just trying to use gun violence and gun safety regulations and gun control laws. It's not gun control laws, it's people control laws. They aim to control all people by taking away their firearms, including black people, including Hispanics, including Asians, including white people, all majorities and minorities, however you want to put it, use their little categorical structures. Who wants to take guns away from black people? Here, let me show you. Moms Demand Action want to take guns away from black people. Supported by Everytown, Bloomberg's Everytown USA. Look at this. They want you to confirm Dave Chipman. Mr. ATF Dave Chipman. Moms Demand Action wants you to confirm this guy. Look at this. The ATF, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms, they might as well call it the Federal Department for Gun Removal. Dave Chipman wants to take guns out of the hands of black people. What do you want to do? I want black people to have guns. I want Asians to have guns, Hispanics, white people. I want everybody to have guns. I want the elderly to have guns. I want women to have guns. If you are anti-gun, you're anti-woman. What other device can you think of that puts you on an equal power footing with pretty much any assailant you could go toe-to-toe with but a firearm? Like we've said before, God may have made man, but Samuel Colt made men and women equal. Who else wants to take guns away from black people? Everytown USA. Bloomberg wants to take guns away from black people. If you were out there, I should do this. Are you for gun safety regulations? Are you for gun control? Absolutely. Who do you want? Do you want anybody out there to have AR-15s? Absolutely not. What if black people own it? Are you racist? No, I'm not racist. Do you want black people to have guns? Don't you want black people to have AR-15s so they can protect themselves? Well, no, I don't think anybody should have AR-15s. Well, then you don't think black people should have AR-15s. And if those black people do have AR-15s, do you want to take their AR-15s away? You want to steal their property? You want to talk about racist? I would say the racist people don't want minorities empowered. And I'm only saying minorities. I don't view life like that. I don't view life like, oh, look, there's a black person. He's a minority and I'm a majority. I don't even view it like that. He's a fellow human being. And my gosh, I would be freaking excited if I saw my two brothers walking down the street in Dubuque, Iowa, carrying AR-15s. Check this out.
All right, that depends. What's happening?
You didn't hear him because he's got a ritualistic shame muzzle on. Oh, we just got to call people walking around out here with guns. You guys are walking around out there with guns every single day. Nobody's calling about you guys. You guys even use your guns and you use your positions of authority to wreck and ruin other people's lives. We don't get a bunch of calls on you guys.
Yeah, we just saluted one of your partners. I didn't hear what he asked.
Yeah.
The reason we got a call is some people thought it was kind of odd. They just wanted us to check on you guys, and that's what we're doing. You guys have IDs on you? Okay.
And by this officer, this Dubuque, Iowa officer asking these guys for their ID, he attempted to violate their Fourth Amendment right to be secure in their papers. That's what that was. Let's just call it like it is. That's not a harmless question to ask somebody for their ID. A public servant is only supposed to ask you for your ID when they believe that you have committed or are going to commit a crime. And they have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion according to their own laws. So that was a violation of their own oath to the Fourth Amendment.
Until y'all accuse me of something, I ain't identifying nothing. Y'all can identify yourself though. What's your name and badge number, G?
Officer Draska, badge 54.
You mind if I put you on camera for that? What'd you say your name was?
Draska, 54.
Draska, 54. What about you, bro?
Also, they do.
How you pronounce your name?
They do.
I ain't never seen that last name before ever. What's your badge number?
19.
19. Okay. So what we being accused of?
What's that?
What we being accused of?
They just said they thought it was odd that you guys had bulletproof vests on and you guys were walking down the street with rifles.
Nobody should think that's odd, guys. That would excite the crud out of me if I saw people walking down the street with bulletproof vests on and long rifles. Automatic, semi-automatic, I don't care. It excites the crap out of me because now I have a visual representation of people who are actually owning their own Shiite. They're actually empowering themselves. They're patrolling their own cities. See, these cops should thank people for walking around in the streets like that. They should welcome it. They should be informing people who call in, well, you know, that's a human right to walk around with bulletproof vests and firearms on. You know, those people are out there to help you and help law enforcement get rid of the bad guys. Do you think, I mean, what do you think the chances are a criminal rolling through town and seeing a whole bunch of people carrying some crazy firepower with bulletproof vests on? I think we'll go to the other town, man. We want a safe working environment. And this ain't going to afford us a safe working environment if everybody in this town is, oh, look at that old lady over there. That little old lady on that park bench. What is that, a 357 Magnum? I'm out of here, man. Walk into somebody's house, break into somebody's house and try to steal their goods and get shot. Not for me. That's why I love this. The government doesn't want you empowered. They don't want to see people walking around all over the place with firearms. They want you to be scared. They want you to be freaked out and call in. Moms Demand Action literally wants to disarm black people. And they're like, no, we don't want anybody to have AR-15s. Yeah, including black people. Same thing with Everytown USA. Same thing with Joe Biden or any politician who wants to take a gun away from anybody. If you want to take a gun away from anybody, you are racist, you're a misogynist, you're a homophobe. I want everybody. I don't care what their sexual orientation is. I don't care if they call themselves a dog or a man or a roller coaster. I think they should be able to protect themselves. And I think it's quite transphobic if you don't want trans people to be armed and walking around with long rifles and bulletproof vests on. Let's flip the script on them, man. That's exactly what it is.
So they just wanted us to check on you guys.
I did that, but that's legal though, right?
What's that?
That's legal though, right?
Yeah.
They don't know that?
Some people don't.
They should. This is where they live at. They want to be respected as adults. They got to know.
Yeah, there's no such thing as obtaining a weapon legally. There's no such thing as legality and illegality. They're constructs of the mind. There are things that are legal that are highly immoral. You know, for example, it used to be legal to own slaves. It used to be illegal to free slaves. It's legal to kill babies in the womb. So legality and illegality is a construct of the mind. There's no such thing as legally acquiring a firearm, because basically what you're saying is, oh, you've acquired firearms by the permission of a political parasite, because they created the law that allows you to have that firearm. There, you're within the legal framework. Even ex-cons, they should be able to defend themselves. They did their time, 10 years or whatever. If you've gone to federal prison, they say you can't own a firearm. That's BS. What are you, ex-con phobic?
Where they live at and then move if they don't like it. That's how that's supposed to go, bro. So if you want to accuse me of something I got to defend myself against, I'll tell you what my name is.
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to get your guys' names so I can document this contact between us.
I don't even want to be
just like you documented your contact.
But you got a body. You don't got a body cam. You got a body cam, right?
I got a body cam, Ron.
Well, then we tip for tat. Well, then we tip for tat for documentation there, right? So we want to.
Got money. I just want to get your name.
Well, you got to do that though. I don't got to do that. You're a public servant, bro. You have to do that.
You're correct.
Never give your name to a law enforcer when they request it. If they don't believe you've committed a crime, they don't have any reasonable articulable suspicion of asking you for no legitimate cause to ask you for your name, because it's going to go into a police report. If your name is ever found in a police report, that can never be a good thing for you. Never.
I don't have to until I'm accused of something. So if you accuse me of something, I'm definitely going to identify myself. Or if you can tell me what happened if I refuse verbally, and what happened to me after that, if that scares me, then I will identify myself too, because I don't want no trouble. But if we can go on the verbal, I'm going to verbally refuse and think and hope that works.
And that's within your right.
Yeah, so I can verbally refuse? Yeah. Then I'm going to do that. I ain't did nothing wrong. And if I did something wrong, I got to face that. I did that. But I ain't did nothing though.
You guys give me a second, okay? I'll be right back.
Are we being detained?
No, you're not being detained. You should have.
So I can walk away from you while you do that? With no trouble? Because I don't want no trouble. Right. Okay, but then I'm going to walk away with no trouble. Okay. But if it's going to be some trouble, I'm going to stand right here. Okay. All right. Thanks, bro, because you being real with that. That's cool. Thank you. We're going to walk away, though. Thank you.
I like how he handled that. He made it absolutely clear. Now, if I walk away, there's not going to be trouble, right? Because if there's going to be trouble, I'm just going to go ahead and stay, because I haven't done anything wrong. I'm free to stay or I'm free to go. But if you think I'm going to be in trouble because your mind can't wrap your head around what's going on here, then I'm just going to go ahead and stay, and let's go ahead and pay the piper and deal with this. We going to walk away. I love it.
Fuck you, I think this is. I'm not going, bro. How come I can't flip my camera, G? I can't flip my camera around so y'all can see this. The whole thing.
All right, so this guy is RPM Trey Vietnam. I would like to actually talk to him. Maybe we can do a live stream. RPM Trey Vietnam, if you see this video, just put a comment in the comment section. Actually, put a comment under my pinned comment. And if you're interested in doing some kind of live stream or a call in, just leave a comment and let me know, and I'd be glad to talk to you and find out more about this activism. Because guys, I view this, I've never even talked to this guy, but I'm figuring this isn't just for show. I bet you anything these guys are trained. I could be totally wrong, but I bet they're trained, not just armed for show, but they're trained to take care of any eventuality that might come down. And that is a net positive for any community. You talk about reducing crime in an area. Have guys like this walk down your road. That's just a good thing. A good thing. This should cause comfort and peace in the minds of anybody in that community right there who views these guys as getting off their duffs and actually doing something positive in their community. So again, this is RPM Trey Vietnam. I'll leave the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you like what you see here, he's got a channel. Let me see. Let me click onto that channel right here. He's got a channel with a couple videos. If you watch a couple of his videos, think about subscribing. And if you head on over there, just let him know High Impact Flick sent you, and we'll see if we can't get a live stream or some kind of call in going and find out a little bit more about his activism. But appreciate you guys tuning in. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.